So here's it's a practice site that I have set up, and I'm going to show you how you can put in your calendar. Now your calendar already needs to be made. If I click on calendar in the black bar over here, you will see all my different calendars. You can have one for different things, so you can have one for each class. You can turn them on and off. You see all your calendars, but when you put one in a website, you pick just the one you want on that page. So you could have just the 9th grade calendar on one page and just the other calendar on another. So this is the calendar I want to embed, this library use calendar. So I'm going to go over to the website that I want to put it into, which is this one. So I go and make sure I'm in editing mode. I just made a page called class calendar, and I can tell I'm in editing mode because I've got the tools across the top here. And I'm just going to click where I want the calendar to go, and I'm going to put insert, and I'm going to scroll down until I see calendar. So it's going to look in my Google account to see all the calendars that I might have. So these are all the different calendars that I've created or that people have shared with me. And I just need to click the one that I want. I'm going to click select, and now I get all these choices, and you can change any of these. A lot of times I will just leave it how it's set and click save. Doesn't look like much happened until you get out of editing mode, so you're going to click save again. And this is what your students will see when they log into the calendar page. So they would just click on that page and they'll see this and they can navigate through. And they can also go in, and if you have attachments, they'll be able to access those. So I'm going to go now show you how you would make an attachment to add on to one of these events. So now I'm going to click on calendar, actually go to the calendar. Even though the calendar is in the website, I don't edit the calendar from the website. That's just a way for students to see it. This is actually where I edit. So I can add in an event, and so I can put in what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. And if I go into the full details here, you can see a section for me to add an attachment, which make great. So you can put in your lesson plan and any of the attachments, PowerPoints, whatever that goes with it. It's going to give you choices here. When you pull this up, you can pull things right out of your Google Docs. So I have a Google document that I want to attach. If it was on my computer, maybe a Word document, I'm going to click upload instead. So here's the document I want, book reviews, maybe that we talked about that day, and click select. Go ahead and click save. And there I go. Now when I go back to my website where students will see it, I can see that the event I added in calendar mode automatically shows up for them, which is great. Now I'm signed out because I wanted to show you the little permissions issue we might have. So as a student, I would go here, click on the event, and click on more details to access that attachment. The problem with this attachment is that it is set in my Google Documents account as a private document. So when a student tries to click on it, it's probably going to say, it's going to require them to log in, and even if they log in successfully, it's going to say they don't have access to view that document because right now it is set as one of my private documents. So they'll get a little frustrated. So let me show you how to change the permission of that so it shows as a public document. Okay, I'm going to log back into my Google Docs account so that I can fix this. So I can go to my doc landing page and find that book talk document that was the problem, which is right here. And when I just kind of click near the name, I can see over here that it's set as private only to me. And if I unlock it, click on settings here, the recommended setting for anything you're going to put on your website is, click here to change it, public anyone on the web, or anyone with the link, either one. No sign-ins required. Just make sure you don't check the box down here that would allow them to edit it. You want them just to be able to view it, make a copy of their own, or print it. So I'm going to change that to public and click save. Now I'm going to sign out and go back to that web page and make sure it worked, and then I'll show you a shortcut that might save you a little bit of time instead of doing this for each and everything you upload. Alright, I'm back in my calendar page. I have logged out, so this is what a student will see or a parent that goes to the site. And now when I click on Book Talk and click on more details, that attachment is now public and should just load right up for me. So there it is, and I can see all the different things. Students from here can print, or they can also download it and make their own copy, whatever they need to do. So that's the one way to do it. There also is a slightly faster way. So I'm going to go back into my documents and show you a little bit of a shortcut for that. Alright, I'm back in my Google Documents, and my workaround to having to change permissions for each and every little thing that I might want to attach or put in my website is to make a folder. And so I call folders folders, but Google calls them now collections. So you create a new collection, And I have called mine public uploads for the web. But you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to click cancel because I've already made it. Once you make that collection, you go into the little drop down next to it and you need to change its permission. So I'm going to click share for this actual folder or collection and change it from private to public on the web. Again, make sure not to check the editing box and click save. Now anything I put into this folder is automatically going to become public. So it's kind of nice when I am at my home screen. I can just go, okay, so this document right here I want to be public, and so all I have to do is drag it from here into my public uploads for the web folder, and now it will default from whatever it was, private or whatever, to public. Also, when you go to upload events from your calendar, say a Word document, you can choose that right away to put it in that folder, and then you don't even need to drag it in there. So for instance, I'm going to go here and make just a new event, and I'm going to edit it so I can add an attachment to it. And I'm going to add a Word document or a PowerPoint, whatever I find first on my computer. So instead of something that's already in Google Documents, I'm going to click Upload. And you can see right here it says add it to which Google Doc folder. I'm going to scroll through my list of folders and find my public uploads for the web folder and click OK. Now I'm going to browse on my computer for something. Let's just find a document. And so maybe I wanted to put on my MLA quick sheet, and so I'm going to click Open. It asks if I want to convert that to Google Docs format. It's kind of handy if you do. If not, if you want it to stay a Word document, then you just uncheck that. And then I will click Upload. So now it's going to go to my calendar because it's in my Public Uploads folder. It's already going to have the right permissions. So I'm going to click Save. I can see that new event on my calendar. Now one more time just to make sure, I'm going to log out and go to the class page and make sure that they can upload that event without having to open that document without having to sign in. Alright, so here's the big test. There's my new event that I added. I am logged out of everything. I'm not logged into Google at all, so this would be how a parent would come to the site or a student not logged in. I'm going to click on the event and click on More Details. It's going to pull up the attachment. I can see it as a Word document. So when I click on it now, because it's a Word document, it gives me the option to download it or print it from here. If I had converted it to a Google document, it would just open in a window that will look very similar. So you can go either way. You can scroll through, and from here students are able to access all of your attachments. So make sure you do put it in a public folder, and that way you never have to go back and do any of those permissions. If you have any questions about that, just let me know.